Right, hello everyone and welcome to the preview for Hull City versus MK Dons, Saturday the 13th of February, 3 o'clock kick-off at the K Cobb Stadium. Match details there fully on screen for you now, and you can see there on the thumbnail that Grant McCann has won Manager of the Month. Let's remember our Burton defeat was in February, so it's for January. Grant McCann, excuse me. Grant McCann has won Manager of the Month. But match details, KCOM, 3 p.m. UK time. We'll get season ticket holders. We'll get this one with the iFollow codes. And it is in League One. On to team news then. Grant McCann has confirmed that Richie Smallwood will miss the final 19 games of the season with a knee injury. Smallwood came off in the first half of the Tigers' trip to the Pirelli Stadium against Burton Albion and has damaged the medial ligaments in his knee. His right knee, to be specific. Both Alfie and Callum Jones are close to returning to full fitness after hamstring injuries. Grant McCann confirmed Gavin White and Tommys are around 2 weeks away from a return to action from ankle and calf injuries respectively. Grant McCann also confirmed in his pre-match press conference that deadline day arrival Max Clark is nearly, quote, up to speed. McCann said on the Hull-born fullback, "Max Clark gives us good options. He's very close to being up to speed. I love watching him train. He leaves everything out on the training pitch." And Brandon Fleming, groin and Festusata thigh remain out injured. On to ref watch then. The referee is Declan Bourne. The two liners are Ian Smedley and David Hunt. The fourth official is Daniel Middleton. On to stats then. These are taken from our last game against Lincoln. Hull City had 15 shots against Lincoln. Of those 15, 0 were on target for the second game in a row. Hull City had 53% of possession. Hull City committed 15 fouls. The Tigers made 12 tackles. City won 78% of aerial duels in the game. City made 583 passes in the game with a pass accuracy of 87%. What do I think then? Our strikers have no confidence. KLP needs a goal. Wilkes has issues that McCann needlessly thrust into the public eye to take the pressure off him, but has now put more eyes on him. McGuinness is shit. Eves is 1, injured, and 2, shit. 3, White's injured. Scott has no confidence. Emmanuel's better than Coyle, but Coyle is skipping now Smallwood's injured, so I don't see Emmanuel being back in at right back anytime soon. On to head-to-head battles then. It's Greg Doherty in a midfield duel with on-form Matt O'Reilly, and Callum Elder will have to prevent Will Grigg from sneaking in, because what you see with MK Dons is Grigg, the two strikers, they sometimes stay central, they sometimes drift wide, so Elder will have to deal with the pushing on full-back of Ethan Laird and come in to help the centre-backs with Will Grigg as well. So on to current form now then. We're not in the greatest of form, are we? Lost 2-0 to Accrington, won 1-0 against Swindon, drew but lost against Lincoln, lost to Burton, drew against Lincoln. MK Dons were defeated 1-0 by Charlton, beat AFC Wimbledon 2-0, then lost 3-0 to Sunderland, then drew to Sunderland 2-2. The first one of those was in the Papa John's, the second one was in the league, and in midweek they beat Rochdale 4-1, and the league table shows that it's very tight. Any team from about Gillingham upwards, I'd say. Any team from 17th, so Shrewsbury Town upwards, could still get playoffs. There's 10 points in it. From 17th up to 6th, there's 10 points. So any team could get it. Any team could get it. And then Rochdale are quite far adrift, and it's clear that bottom pack, 18th down, is Rochdale, Wimbledon, Bristol Rovers, Wigan, Swindon, Northampton, Burton, Bristol Rovers and Northampton sacked their manager in midweek. I would very, very much suggest that they brought in Grant McCann, because he's doing a very good job with Hull City. There's a brilliant thread on Twitter actually by a guy called Leo, who's a Hull City fan. Says that McCann took us to the top of the league. We beat Wigan 8-0. And he just flipped the league table from last season upside down. Took a screenshot of it and just flipped the screenshot. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. But on to around the grounds now then. League One Matchday 29. AFC Wimbledon faced Rochdale. Blackpool faced Peterborough. Bristol Rovers faced Swindon. Charlton faced Gillingham. Crewe Alexandra faced Portsmouth. Lincoln faced Accrington Stanley. Northampton faced Burton. Oxford faced Wigan. Plymouth faced Fleetwood. Shrewsbury face Ipswich, and Sunderland play Doncaster. Memorable match now then, with going back to the championship days of October 2015 at the Stadium MK, where we beat MK Dons 2-0. through goals from Ahmed El Mohammadi and Mo Diame. These guys have never beaten us. The best they've got out of games with us is a draw. So they've never beaten us, and I want to keep that going. Let's have a look at last time out now then. We beat them 3-1 at the Stadium MK. Josh McGuinness scored 2 and James Scott scored 1 off the bench. It was Stephen Walker who scored their goal, and I imagine the lineups will be quite similar to what they are there. Shared shirts now then. We've got Jake Livermore today. There's no image of Jake Livermore in MK Don's shirt, but I can promise you he did play for him. It's there on his record that he was there from 2007 to 2008 on a loan deal. I think it was a month loan signed at the end of December, sounded like the middle of December through into like the middle of January, because MK Don's had some injuries, I think. I don't know. But 5 appearances, 0 goals. For us, he was with us from 2013 to 2017. 144 games, 11 goals. And for 41 of his Hull City appearances, Livermore was on loan at Hull City from Tottenham Hotspur. During that loan spell, he scored 3 goals. Transfer roundup now. I'm pretty sure you weren't expecting this. But from Cardiff City Football Club insider, Gavin White has been told by Cardiff City that if the Bluebirds complete the permanent signing of Sai Ojo from Liverpool, who's currently on loan at Cardiff from the PL Champions, then Gavin White is free to join Hull City permanently. Okay, then now on to my predicted 11 in Grant McCann's 4-3-3. Need I say more, really? So, in goal, we've got Matt Ingram. Right back is Louis Coyle. The 2 centre-backs are Rhys Burke and Jacob Greaves. At left back, it's Callum Elder. Central midfield trio of... duo really, because you'll see. Duo of George Honeyman and Greg Doherty. In attacking midfield, we've got Dan Crowley. On the right is Josh Emmanuel. On the left is Keane Lewis Potter, and up top is James Scott. So those two could interchange. Lewis Potter could go up top, Scott could go on the right. I think McCann will give Scott a go because McGuinness was ineffective in midweek and he's put Malik on the bench to protect him. Speaking of the bench, on there we've got George Long, Malik Wilkes, Sean McLaughlin, Regan Slater, Max Clark, Josh McGuinness and Billy Chadwick. That's the team in picture form. Then that's the team on the pitch. Now on to my wanted 11. Dun, dun, dun. 4-1-2-1-2 again. This is unchanged from the last time. We've got Matt Ingram in goal. A back 4 of right back Josh Emmanuel. 2 centre backs are Jacob Greaves and Sean McLaughlin. At left back is Callum Elder. In defensive midfield, we've got Max Clark. The 2 central midfielders are George Honeyman and Greg Doherty. Dan Crowley is in attacking midfield. So attacking midfield, same sort of position as he would be for Grant. And Malik Wilkes and Keane Lewis Potter are my 2 strikers onto the bench. We've got George Long, Louis Coyle, Rhys Burke, James Scott, John Flores, Regan Slater, and Josh McGuinness. That's the team in picture form, and that's how the team looks on the pitch. On to the predicted score. My predicted score now then. Do I reckon we can get the win? MK Dons with a big win in midweek. We're down on form. I think we will just about get a 1-0 victory. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Make sure you check out the 2 videos that are on your screen. And if you've not watched them already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.